Welcome once again to another episode of the Random Access Podcast, brought to you by rapodcast.net. This is episode 814, recorded live on November 16th, 2024. And here are your hosts. The man who didn't correct me last week when I said the wrong episode number, Dave Play.
Hi.
And the man who luckily caught it in editing, Andy Lowe. Hi.
I mean, you caught it before editing. You caught it, like, at the end. We were still talking, and you're like, did I get that right? What episode did I say it was? I'm like, I don't know, dude, that was like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I had gotten it wrong, so did a quick re-record of the intro.
Thankfully, you record the intro.
Yes. That would have sounded a little weird if it was Dave, and all of a sudden Andy just randomly said 814.
It's like a really bad edit. Hello, thank you for calling store location.
It's one of those, like, boilerplate papers where people forget to actually fill all the things in. You're listening to episode number here.
It's a Mad Lib.
Keep on trying to
This
do
is
Mad
a story
Libs
about Jenny. One day, Jenny went for a run.
It'd have to be some sort of physical activity. I haven't done Mad Libs with Isaac.
To be a Mad Lib?
Yeah.
I never did Mad Libs as a kid. And, like, I didn't understand the point of them.
Well, they have.
I guess they teach, like, story framework. Maybe that's why I can't tell stories anymore.
They have a website.
I mean, Andy, is one of the easiest things to do with a computer.
Yeah.
Let me define some placeholders and let a user enter values and then replace those placeholders. Like, that's not revolutionary.
Oh, they have apps, but it looks like they're just only on Apple.
Tisk, tisk.
Wait a second. I've got my work phone right here. Let's see if it's I'm just checking to see if it's possible to download. Mad Libs. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, they also have adult Mad Libs.
I was going to say, like, Mad Libs is like what half the country is right now.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Right?
Oh, I've got a new beverage.
Yeah?
It is Faygo, actually. Jolly Green Apple.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you take a green Jolly Rancher and you turn it into a soda.
Isn't that what the Mountain Dew, the Kroger Mountain Dew was?
Well, yeah, if you mixed the green, a green Jolly Rancher with Mountain Dew, then you got the Kroger one, which they don't have anymore.
Oh, they stopped carrying it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you told me that. I just threw out like 8 cans of it. Because they were like 3 years old.
Oh, yeah. Yep. In the was available from September 2021 to February 2024 only at Kroger. They originally were actually going to discontinue it in 2022, but then everybody, as soon as they heard that it was getting discontinued, went
and bought it.
Yes, bought out Kroger of all of it.
And they're like, I guess we'll make more.
Yep.
Well, I'm sad to see it go, but like, the trouble I have with Mountain Dew is I don't want to have it in place of coffee.
No.
Because it's like way worse for you than coffee.
Yes.
So like I can't have it during the week. Like I'm not going to drink it as the first thing in the morning on my way to work. That's not pleasant.
I used to do that, but now it's just...
Right. But Andy, we are in our late 30s.
What? What do you mean late 30s?
Early 40s.
Yeah,
are you 40 now?
Yes, I'm 40 now.
You're 40. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what I thought. But I'm like, yeah. So like that's starting your day with Mountain Dew is not really an option anymore.
I probably could, especially if I, forget to get more coffee.
Yeah. You could. You'd just feel terrible.
Yeah. But yes, no, it's after realizing how much sugar and calories were in one can, it's like, let's switch to coffee. I drink 1.5 liters of coffee a day. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's also not good.
No, it's not good.
You
I have been.
might want to talk to like a doctor about that.
I have actually. Well, I've weakened my coffee a lot because I'm supposed to put in the coffee maker. I'm supposed to put in half a cup of grounds, and I've been slowly cutting it back to where I'm about a third of a cup of grounds, and I'm trying to get it back to just a quarter cup.
So half strength coffee.
Yes. I'm drinking 1.5 liters of coffee flavored water.
I mean, isn't all coffee flavored
water? Yes, all coffee is coffee flavored water.
So here's a question: if coffee is a bean, are you drinking chili?
I was going to say, am I drinking soup?
I mean, it is hot bean soup.
Well, it would be like a bean stalk, right? Not like bean stalk, but like bean stock. Yes, bean stock. Bean stock.
Yeah.
You're just drinking hot bean stock?
I mean, yes. I think it's more like it's a gazpacho. Except it's hot, so it's not a gazpacho.
No.
Yeah, I think it's more like a chili. Did I tell you I accidentally made chili the other week?
How do you accidentally make chili?
You start by saying, I want to have tacos tonight.
Okay.
And so you get some ground beef, or in this case it was turkey. And I'm like, okay, well, what do I want to put on my tacos? You know what? I haven't put like beans on my taco in a while. Beans are really good. I don't know if I want refried beans, so I'm just going to get like a can of black beans and I'm just going to like heat that up on the stove. So I've got the turkey browning, I've got the beans heating up on the stove, and then I'm like, okay, let's add the seasoning to the turkey. Add the seasoning. It needs a little spice, though. So, like, I've got this can of, like, chipotle peppers, so I'll drain that and then add that to the meat, because then it'll be, already mixed and kind of spicy. You know what? Putting the beans on separate is dumb. I'm just going to add the beans to this with the peppers. And why don't I also chop up some like red bell peppers and put that into the meat? And then I'm staring at this thing of meat on the stove with the packet of taco seasoning on it. And I'm like, this is a chili. Like already, this is a chili. The only thing it's missing is the tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And so I walked to the pantry and I grabbed a can of crushed tomatoes and I added it to the taco meat. And I added a second taco seasoning packet. And then I added a shot of whiskey. And a little bit of Tabasco sauce. And I'm like, that's a fucking chili. And you know what? It was fucking delicious.
You see, when I always did chili, I always added some vinegar.
I did. Yep. I added a little vinegar too.
Yep.
I think I added like rice wine. I was either rice wine or white wine. I have both. I don't remember which one I added.
I've tried different ones. Balsamic is not great.
No, not in a chili.
No, malt vinegar is really good in the chili.
Malt vinegar would go really well in a chili. But so does whiskey.
Yeah, no, I never thought about putting whiskey in a chili. Granted, the last time I really had chili, I was not 21 at the time, so wouldn't have, whiskey just lying around.
I have a bottle of whiskey in the house almost exclusively for chili. I don't drink whiskey. Like, I have had whiskey. I have drank whiskey. You used to drink whiskey sours.
I just finished off, I think it was bourbon, not whiskey, but, kissing cousins. I actually because I just ran out of whiskey and I was at Meijer, and it was one of the redone Meijers.
They redid Meijer?
Well, yes, they've been reorganizing Meijers here. And it's kind of like the Meijer up in Manistee, where the grocery aisles are now like split, so they're like half length, and there was a whole new alcohol section.
Okay, I can't wait to see this.
Here in Kalamazoo,
or any of the other Meijers. I presume if they're doing this, like, they're going to do it to all of them.
Probably, yeah. I'm not sure if I'd like it, but they had a sale on some mead, so I got that. So that's actually in the fridge now. So I'm gonna finish that off before I go get either more bourbon or whiskey or something of that nature. But that's when I also saw this Jolly Green Apple, and I was like, well, shoot, I've never seen that before. It's kind of nice. Granted, there's no caffeine, so we'll see how long I last.
Now I want to make chili again. It was a really good chili, Andy.
Well, Dave, you know what I need you to do next time you're up in Manistee?
What would you like me to do next time in Manistee?
Well, make a turkey.
Yeah, and make chili?
And make chili, yes.
You want not the same night, I presume?
No. That.
Okay.
Oh, I did have Ben's Chili in Ohio. You're right.
If you guys, God, that's 2 meals of like something like poultry with booze. But I was gonna say, when you guys pick up the turkey, if they have ground turkey, we could use that and make a ground turkey chili.
I do believe they do. I have actually been to Otto's Turkey Farm now like 3 times.
You're right. You're a repeat customer. You're usual.
I had to do something over there. I don't remember what I was over there for, and I was like, well, shoot, I'm in Middleville. I might as well swing by, Otto's Turkey Farm and see, because Kate always gets these like horseradish cheeses and summer sausage and that sort of stuff. So I picked up some of that one. And then it turns out there are 2 new transmitter sites getting built, and the road between them goes right through Middleville, and I pass by Otto's Turkey Farm when I'm going to one and then to the other, because they're 2 brand new ones, and so we have to get everything signed off. So I'm like, I'm going to one.
Stop back at the turkey farm?
So I stop back at the turkey farm. So next time I'm up there, I think I have to go up there on Friday. Mm-hmm. So I'll swing by Otto's Turkey Farm on Friday and double check.
Can we get ground turkey?
Yeah.
Is that an option?
I'll have to do one of the new towers. I don't know who picked this site, but it is literally right next to the Middleville wastewater treatment plant. Which is great. It's bearable right now, but I'm sitting there thinking,
but the summer.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking like July and August. Whoever has to go out there and do any work in July or August, it's not going to be fun.
No, not at all.
Which I don't think this one's going to be one of my towers. So I'm not going to be the primary custodian of it. So,
how did we get onto this? Turkey, chili, coffee.
Yes.
Coffee. We were talking about coffee, and that coffee is just a chili.
Yes.
Oh, if you put vanilla in your coffee, then it's a 2-bean chili.
Which, I'm now going to put this title of this episode, Is Coffee a Chili? People are going to look at that and go, what? And then we're going to have to,
I don't think anyone's going to go, what? Like, it's pretty clear what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Gotta be a way to get a 3rd bean in there.
Some sort of chocolate in there too, right? Like a mocha?
A mocha? Vanilla mocha?
Yeah. Is vanilla mocha a thing? I feel like
3-bean chili? So, topics?
Yes. We can actually keep with food though.
Okay. Always great when we can take our like random ass banter of like, how was your week, and spin it into a topic.
So,
yeah.
Grubhub.
Yeah.
One of the food delivery services was originally purchased back in 2021 by the Dutch company Just Eat Takeaway.
Okay.
For $7 billion.
That's a lot of money.
Which, you think of it, a food delivery service during the pandemic, you would think it's a gold mine.
Right.
Well, we're not in the pandemic anymore.
Yeah. But everyone is used to using it.
Yes, but it's not the gold mine that they thought it was going to be.
Oh, no.
Yep. So, Just Eat Takeaway just sold Grubhub.
Uh-huh.
$650 million.
They bought it for $6 billion?
No, $7 billion.
They bought it for $7 billion, and they sold it for $650 million.
Yes.
That's not as much as what they paid for it.
No, not at all.
I wonder if they managed to make $6.5 billion in 3 years.
I'm gonna think no.
I'm gonna think no too.
Yeah. Which,
that's not great.
I can't believe that first off, that it was actually sold for, $7.3 billion according to the AP. And then, the Wonder Group, which is a New York-based food ordering company, is going to be the new owner, paying $150 million in cash and $500 million in senior notes. Oh, it looks like Just Eat actually was competing with Uber to get Grubhub.
Wait a minute. Uber already has Uber Eats.
Well, yes, but when did Uber Eats start?
Like 4 years ago. Uber Eats started in the pandemic, didn't it? Or even before then?
Uber Eats was actually started in 2014.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Bad Uber.
So
no
Uber...
buying out your competitors. Bad Uber.
Yeah, it started 10 years ago as Uber Fresh.
Also, your employees should actually be employees.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Bad Uber. Tisk, tisk. Do you still use any of the food delivery apps?
No. I don't think I've ever... I'm trying to think the last time I actually had food delivered outside of pizza.
I was going to say, like, what about pizza?
We got the pizzas delivered for the birthday parties last year because, you know, we had people here at the house, so I didn't want to drive out and get the pizzas. But then Domino's changed their rewards program, and I could only redeem one rewards pizza at a time. Previously, I was able to redeem like 3 or 4 rewards pizzas at a time. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I was ordering enough for a whole party and paying like $20. But they changed their rewards thing, so I couldn't do that anymore. So actually this year, when I went to go get the pizzas, I actually drove over there and got the pizzas and brought them back. There was Jimmy John's. I did order a delivery of Jimmy John's to me when I was up in Holland because the company it was another party, it was a third party actually doing the upgrade of their software, and I had to be on site in case their remote desktop connection failed for some reason during a reboot or something like that. So I had to sit there, and I was basically chained to that computer until they were done updating.
Right.
And so I needed food, and I knew there was a Jimmy John's just down the road, so I ordered the Jimmy John's for delivery. Came in like 10 minutes. If I remember correctly, like half the cost of that meal was just the delivery fee.
That sounds right.
And as soon as I saw that, I'm like,
pretty typical.
Jeez, that is...
You're like, I'm not ordering this anymore.
Nope. No, yeah.
Yep,
no.
Delivery be expensive, yo.
Yeah, no, that's what I found even now ordering pizza. It was like, hey, you know, Domino's had a thing there. It's like, you get this free thing if you order for delivery for the thing there. And it looks at it, I'm like, the delivery surcharge is going to be more expensive than the free item.
Yep.
No.
Time to just drive out there.
Yes.
I have used various food delivery apps when I'm on site at work because I'm usually like in some random ass technology building. I shouldn't say random ass, but you know, like whatever space they have for training, that's where they're going to put us because that's where they're doing the training. And that's not always like in a good area for food. So I'll like hop on Grubhub or not Uber Eats, Eat Street, and just get it delivered. But in those cases, I'm also there on the company's dime, so I don't have to really worry about it.
No, it's it's nice where we live because we are just a short hop from the main drag. So, you know, I've got a whole bunch of the chain restaurants and some fast food restaurants and everything are within 5 miles of here. You know, it's a pretty fast drive anywhere to go and get stuff. But yeah, no, I still can't believe that. $7 billion, basically because Uber was trying to corner the market, and now $650 million.
Yeah. Something else got sold this week.
Oh.
Mr. Alex Jones finally getting put through the like bankruptcy, et cetera, was forced to sell InfoWars.
Oh.
And I think when I think about this, and if I sit and think hard about this, there are 2 groups of people, like 2 companies that I could imagine, like I can imagine a couple companies wanting it. There's 2 companies I can think of that would be like the best to have it. One is Cards Against Humanity.
Yep.
I think they'd have a good time with it. And the other one is the one that bought it, which is The Onion.
Oh, that's a good fit.
Along with the like name InfoWars, like they bought the company in this bid at this auction, which means that they get all of the company's assets, including the website and the user information. So yeah.
Oh, They got the actual approval. I love that. He actually talked to the families of the Sandy Hook shooting to ask if it was okay if they actually bought it, and they got the approval from the families.
Not only that, the families contributed to the bid.
Oh, nice.
So
that's funny.
Yeah. So the Onion owns InfoWars. Do they have control? I mean, I know they have control of the site now.
Well, there is a judge in Texas, it looks like, that was dissatisfied with the transparency of the sales process, and he will hold a hearing next week to hear concerns about the sale process. I personally don't care who wins the auction, he said during a conference in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court of the South District of Texas. I care about the process and transparency.
Wait, is this site just a static image? I can't click on anything in the site.
What site?
InfoWars.
Oh, I don't know. I bet you anything right now. No, I can click on things.
You can click on things?
I think so.
I can't interact with the site. Oh, now I can. Okay. That was weird. That was the weirdest thing.
This is,
Yeah. As is typical Onion fashion, the Onion also posted an article about buying InfoWars, and it is a fantastic read.
Oh my goodness, this is a global tetrahedron CEO. Oh, that's funny. They even got a fake CEO set up for there. Love it.
What else we got? Come on back, Andy.
Well, we got some space news.
Okay.
Well, first off, one that's kind of surprising. I don't understand why they did this. So back in 2019? Yeah, I do believe it was back in 2019. SpaceX was looking to get a deal with Texas Parks and Wildlife to try and get more land around Boca Chica. So they had been for a while working with the agency to try and get this all worked out there. They were going to get 43 acres of Boca Chica State Park for SpaceX commercial use. Right. And then they were going to give the state nearly 500 acres near a national wildlife refuge. So, hey, give us 43 acres. We'll give you 500 acres in this other area. So this had gone through the whole process. There was lots of complaints by the locals down in Boca Chica going, wait a second, this is not our land. Where is this wildlife refuge? Hold on, let me see if I can get a quick Google. Oh, it's north of Boca Chica. Yeah, it's just north of Boca Chica. So yeah, they wanted...
I wonder if pulling out of this deal has anything to do with maybe the election last week and certain governmental positions that Elon Musk may or may not be taking.
But you would think, it being Texas, that would probably be favorable to him, right?
Well, my point is they might not need to give up the 500 acres.
Oh.
They might be able to just say, can we have that? And a certain someone who's going to be in the White House on January 21st is going to say, yeah, sure.
Well, no, because the email says that SpaceX informed the state of its intentions to pull out of the deal in July.
Weird.
So the state signed off in March. There was a lawsuit filed in April.
I take issue with something in this article, which is that the email states the Elon Musk founded private space company. To my knowledge, he didn't found SpaceX. He bought it, didn't he? No, founded by Elon Musk in 2001.
Well, wait a second. Why does it say founded in 2001, but then in the thing on Wikipedia says it was founded in 2002?
Which thing?
Oh, because this was the Division of Corporations. So they incorporated in Delaware in 2002. Musk initially attempted to acquire an intercontinental ballistic missile for the original project of SpaceX through Russian contacts. Hey, anybody got an ICBM that I could purchase?
What do you want it for? To go to space.
To
who was it? Was it Mark Roper who was doing the We were trying to develop a rocket that had a guidance system so it could hit like a delivery spot in the yard.
Yes, that was Mark Rober. I remember that one where he
And
was
then they were
talking to
like-
somebody else, and he was like, "Yeah, that's
I can do that, but I can't tell you."
yeah,
Like, what you are trying to do is illegal.
yeah."
Oops. Okay. I had been under the impression Musk had purchased SpaceX. Apparently he said, no, I can do that cheaper, and then did it cheaper.
He originally wanted to put a greenhouse on Mars, was the original plan.
Yeah. Yep.
And now we've got Flight 6 coming up, which is actually another topic here. Flight 6, scheduled now for Tuesday.
Like this week?
This week, Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
What time?
4 p.m. Central.
Okay. I could actually watch that one.
Yes, they wanted it to be during the day when it lands for the soft landing in the Indian Ocean, because they want better conditions for visual observations. They
want to know when it hits the water.
Well, they actually want to see it better than you can see the SpaceX sizzle reels that I'm calling them of the previous flight. And you can, it just looks like all you can see is just the rocket exhaust, because it's nighttime over the Indian Ocean when it's coming down.
Right.
So the only source of light is the extremely bright rocket engines. So trying to actually see anything else, kind of hard to do.
So they want it during the day, which means an afternoon launch here.
Yes.
Because it's got to circle the world and then come down.
Well, not circle the whole world.
Well, wait, but like 4 p.m. here is like 6 a.m. there.
Well, what's the sunrise there?
Sunrise in India is 6:15 a.m. It looks like they are 12 hours ahead of here. So that's 4 a.m. at launch.
I thought it was going to be closer to Australia's where they were going to land.
Okay, well then it would be a little later in the day, and
yes,
we're coming into
summer.
We're coming into the beginning of summer
down there.
It's late spring.
Yep.
Let's see. Melbourne, 6 a.m. here is 9 p.m. Oh, sorry, we're doing not 6 a.m. here. So you said 4 o'clock p.m. here,
yes,
Central?
4 o'clock.
Is 9 p.m. in the morning there. 9 a.m. 9 p.m. in the morning. Great, Dave. Well done. It's 9 a.m. there. So that's the east coast of Australia. So the west coast would be like 7 a.m.? I mean, I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. So yes, they're going to get it there when it's sunny.
Mm-hmm. They've also stated the variance between the last launch and now, outside of the time. They're still going to try doing the booster catch.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yes. Still going to do a manual command from the flight director. So software controls are going to give a go, and then it's still going to wait for an actual command from flight director.
Okay.
Let's see. So they're still going to do a suborbital trajectory into the Indian Ocean, but they will be attempting an in-space burn using a single Raptor engine. So that's going to be proving that they can relight in space, therefore be able to start doing actual orbital maneuvers.
Yep.
They're going to try doing some shortened timelines to offload propellants if they catch it. They are going to do some thermal protection experiments.
What does that mean?
Well, they're going to have new secondary thermal protection materials, and they will have entire sections of the heat shield tiles removed on either side of the ship in locations that they are planning on putting catch-enabling hardware on future starships.
Interesting. So
they're going to remove the heat shield tiles because there's not going to be no heat shield tiles if there are little feet or catch arms or something there. The ship will also intentionally fly at a higher angle of attack for the coming down. Yes. Purposefully stressing the flaps to see, how well they can handle it.
How far they can push it.
Yes.
Before it just breaks.
Yes. Which is interesting, though, because this starship is still V1. This is not
V2 is already done.
Yes.
Right? They've produced it.
Yes, they have. They even state during the mission profile that this will be the last test of this version. Starting with the 7th flight test, new vehicle planned, which has the new redesigned flaps and everything. So it's I feel like they just want to see how much they could press the V1, but they've already redesigned everything,
well,
so I don't...
Because, I mean, they've redesigned everything, but you still want to know the limits of your first thing compared to the theoretical limits.
That's true.
Because if your theoretical limits say it should be able to handle this, and it doesn't, then you might want to reconsider the theoretical limits on your redesign.
Yes.
Alternatively, you say the theoretical limits are this, and it does, and it, like, exceeds that, and it handles it, and you're like, oh shit, our new one is, like, even better.
Mm-hmm. So it should be interesting to see on Tuesday afternoon, which is just crazy. It was literally a month ago that they did the 5th flight test.
Yeah. I mean, they said they want to start pumping these things out.
And they've got the second tower, I think. Do they have the chopsticks up on the second tower yet, or no?
I don't know.
Last time I paid attention, they were starting to put those together. I don't know if they have them up or not. I'd have to... Let's see, who's got a Boca Chica live cam? Is it Padre? Does Padre have one? Live. Anything live? The Nerdle Cam, SpaceX Starbase Launch Facility. Oh my gosh, he's got a lot of cameras there. Which camera do I pick? He's got too many of them.
I do not at all, sorry. I don't want to say I don't care that he has too many, but, that sounds like a terrible not problem.
Okay, so it's nighttime, so it's hard to tell, but they've got the thing fully stacked already. Of course they do. Where's the other one? There's the other one. I do not see any chopsticks on the second tower yet. So it looks like the second tower's up at full height, but it looks like does not have all of the bells and whistles added to it yet.
Still waiting on a few things.
Yes. It's crazy, though, that I can just from here randomly pull up one of what looks like a dozen live cameras.
We live in the future. It's pretty crazy.
Oh. But so the last bit of space news was that Ars Technica's senior space reporter has a lot of contacts with NASA and the space community.
Sure, as you do when you report on space.
Yes. He's been hearing from his sources now that possibly in the next administration, he said at least 50-50 chance that the SLS will be canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Not Block 1, not Block 2, but the whole thing canned.
Andy, we just talked about this.
Yeah.
What role is Elon Musk supposed to play in the new administration?
The not Department of Government Efficiency, because it's not actually a department. He can't make it
you need an act of Congress to make a department.
Yes.
Although, should Trump ask, Congress would do. But regardless, it's going to be called the Department of Government Efficiency.
Yes.
Which it's tasked with reducing government spending.
Mm-hmm.
Of course the SLS is going to be on the chopping block. As probably is the contract with Boeing. There's literally nothing stopping him from saying, SpaceX is going to offer the cheapest and best rates to the government, so there's a savings right there. We do all of it through SpaceX.
Which is funny because I saw people already, after this article came out, on some of the SpaceX subreddits posting images of possible ways of attaching the Orion capsule to a starship.
Yeah.
Which,
why do they need the Orion capsule?
Well, for people.
Dragon?
Yes, well, Dragon is technically the lander.
So they need something for while they're in space?
I think so. But granted, I gotta find it. What did Tim Dodd, Everyday Astronaut, actually commented on one of them, and he said, it is possible, and he says, and a fun fact, if you actually set up Starship to be expendable, you don't worry about the booster coming back or anything, you could actually launch 2 sets of the entire stack of the Apollo missions, including the service module, lunar lander, and fully fueled rest of the stuff.
Return module.
Yeah. Into orbit on a Starship. Just if we need to get them to the moon, Starship can do it. You'll have to burn through a booster in order to, do that, but it's It's possible.
Yep.
So that could be just, I could see SLS getting shot down and then Elon coming and going, well, we could do that.
It's not even that it's going to get shut down. Like, he will just kill it.
Yes. Which,
in fact, like, he might just try and close NASA.
What, go entirely private?
Yeah, why? Like, he wants to, he's saying he's cutting a third of the federal budget. NASA is $25 billion.
Which is, I didn't put this on the list here, but actually, JPL is announcing that they're going to...
I'm sorry, hang on one sec. I'm going to take that back because he doesn't want to cut NASA's budget because NASA pays him.
Yeah.
So I guess they're not on the chopping block.
No.
Okay, sorry, go ahead, JPL.
JPL already, I think this year, laid off 8% of its workforce. Double checking that number.
Okay.
So that was back in February. 530 employees let go, 40 contractors. And then they just announced this week that they are letting go another 325 employees.
Oh, shit.
So the entire, their budget, especially since the ones in February were due to a reduction in funding for the Mars sample return. And now the whole architecture is under review as an independent review board pegged its price at $8 billion to $11 billion. But yes, they said there are more funding shortfalls. So yes, they have now going to lay off another...
Too many people.
Yeah. Well, their current headcount after this series of layoffs is going to be 5,500 JPL employees. So they're hoping there are no more layoffs. And they've specifically said that this was not related to the presidential election. They said this action would be happening regardless of the outcome of the recent election.
Sure.
Well, that's what NASA's saying. So we'll see where that one goes. Other things getting canned. I don't know if you paid attention to this at all, but the Splinter Cell movie that was supposedly in the works for like the last 10 years.
10 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally got canned?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the guy who was the executive producer was actually going around doing some sort of media tour for the 10th year anniversary of John Wick. Yes. He was promoting the 10th anniversary of John Wick. The producer was asked about that, and he said it's not happening anymore. They couldn't get it right. Just couldn't get it right, script-wise, budget-wise.
Yeah.
But
I can imagine that. Like, it's a complex movie.
Yes. No, that's...
Like, it's a complex plot, and doing it right without it, like, feeling pandering...
Yes.
I think would be really hard to do.
Yeah, I feel like, it's the whole, thriller sci-fi sort of thing it's hard to get right. We'll have to see, though, because there's actually a Splinter Cell animated series coming out next year on Netflix.
Okay, I mean, an anime maybe.
Yes.
The anime, like, might work.
I feel like an animated could get it right, especially if it's animated, you can get that kind of, 'cause the Splinter Cell games, you were, a super soldier, but not being an actual super soldier, right? You could go into a room and clear it out in seconds, right? There was even some of the later games there where you could actually tag everybody in the room, or I think it was max of 3 or 4. No, it was 3 for each character, and in the co-op, you could actually get 6. So you could have you and another person in the co-op literally like bust down a door and then clear out a room of 6 bad guys in a snap.
Because you could, like, slow time.
Yes, slow time, and Sam Fisher was just, that good sort of thing.
Right.
So, yeah, I feel like animated could get it right. But I'll have to see until, next year. If you're interested, speaking of things really old, Half-Life 2
turns
20.
So does World of Warcraft.
Yes. Valve, though, decided to continue celebrating because last year, when the original Half-Life turned 25, they did an update, a documentary and everything. They did the same exact thing with Half-Life 2.
Okay.
So they went through the game, fixed a lot of bugs, improved some graphics, added a commentary track.
I thought it had a commentary track.
I thought it did have a commentary track, because I remember...
Yeah. Did they add a second commentary track? Did they, like, expand on this?
I don't know. I guess I will have to play it and find out. But there's also, no joke, a 2-hour documentary on YouTube About Half-Life
That's
2.
adorable.
Yes. And in case anybody's asking about Half-Life 3, they do talk about it at the end of the documentary. And of course, Gabe says, we could have shipped it. It wouldn't have been that hard. My personal failure was being stumped. I couldn't figure out why episode 3 was pushing anything forward.
That line does not make sense to me in the article, and I wonder if they misquoted. But Gabe, it's not too late. Just pointing that out. You could still do it.
Well, they did Alex, right? Have you played Alex?
Half-Life Alex. No, because I don't have a VR headset.
I thought you had a VR headset.
I have an Oculus. I have an Oculus Rift 1.
Oh, does that not work?
It at the time, I don't think it did. But Alex was also a while ago.
You can play it with a Quest 5 mixed reality and Index.
It is an Oculus Quest 1.
Well, if you got 2 hours to kill, you could watch the whole documentary.
Yeah.
See what he actually says. But yeah, we're actually this weekend, it is free if you don't have it on your Steam, but I feel like everybody has it.
How do you not have it at this point?
It's been 20 years. How do you not have it in your Steam library at this point? So,
Andy, I started watching GeoGuessr.
Oh.
The GeoGuessr World Finals from 2024.
Okay.
Holy shit. That's holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the competitors, just the announcer who would do the quick 180 and be like, okay, so we're in this country. And I'm like, what?
Oh, Rainbow?
What in that picture told you where you were?
What's really funny is Rainbolt's not actually he's good, but he's not great.
Right.
And so
just, what the fuck? Or the fifth round, because it's best 3 of 5.
Yes.
And the fifth round was what do they call?
No pan, no move.
Yeah, NMVP, no move, pan, or
NMPZ. Yes, no move, pan, or zoom.
Pan or zoom. Here's a picture of somewhere on the world. Where are you? And these assholes got within 3 miles.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Well, if you're interested, they have revamped what they're doing for the World Cup for 2025, and they have started actually a World League. So every weekend from now until April, top 40 players every weekend for 20 weeks will face off. 1v1 games, best out of 3, 10 rounds for each. So best out of 3 is, moving, non-moving, no, non-pan, moving,
no
pan, zoom.
No zoom. Yeah, no movement, pan, zoom. NMPZ.
Yep.
NMPZ. There we go.
They'll be facing off.
Every week?
Every week, they're going to have matches that you can watch.
Holy crap. Excuse me as I go subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's, because you get that free Twitch subscription, right? With Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have a YouTube channel.
Oh, they do have a YouTube channel. I threw my Twitch subscription to them just because it's entertaining.
I throw my Twitch subscription, and this is something to talk about that's not on the list. AGDQ is coming up.
Oh.
Because we're coming to the end of the year, and AGDQ is usually the first or second week of the year. So the schedule for the awesome games done quick is mostly done. There's a couple placeholders.
Well, do we have a link to the list? Have you put it on here?
I will add it right now. It's the same place it always is. Schedule. Beep. There we go. There's your link.
Thank you. I was going to try and Google it, but sometimes Dave would be better.
Yeah.
Minecraft Dungeons? Ooh, Ratchet and Clank. Oh, the original Ratchet and Clank. Okay.
Uh-huh. In 1 hour. All gold bolts. 1 hour. Pokemon Violet in 2 hours. That's actually shockingly fast.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the couch is going to be really good on that one.
I will take your words for that because I don't recognize any of these names.
Any of those names. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Sonic. There's a little Sonic hour. Sonic Power Hour in there.
Well, now here's the question for you.
Yeah.
There's Mass Effect 2 on one of these here. I've always wanted to play the game, but then I didn't want to sit down and actually play through the game because playing through the original Mass Effect took forever.
Right.
Do you think if I watched the any percentage...
No.
I will have any idea what's going on.
Nope. Because think about it, Andy. Like they are going to do it with as fast as they can. That means skipping cutscenes.
Oh, Half-Life 2 is on here. New engine, any percentage, no void clip. Oh, that should be interesting.
Lufia 2 is on here. I have a friend who loves Lufia 2. And this is a any percent, no glitches, no manipulation. Like, that sounds pretty... This is the upcoming... No, that's... Andy, we're looking at the wrong schedule.
Oh?
Yeah, look at the date.
Oh, that says July.
Why are we in July? Why are we in Summer Games Done Quick?
I don't know. I clicked the link you gave me.
I apparently put down the wrong link. Hang on. Let me update the link with the real link.
Hey, look, this says January.
I swear we've seen these.
Oh,
there we go.
Portal 2 single player. Okay.
That's better. All right, so Portal 2, Mega Man 3, any percent. Sorry, Mega Man X3. I can't believe they've gotten Wind Waker down to an hour and 10 minutes. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, okay, here's a fun one. The first bonus game, The Legend of the Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Any percent, 2 players, 1 controller.
2 players, 1 controller.
Yep, and it's any percent. So, like, they're going to do the opening shrines and then go to Ganon and beat Ganon. Final Fantasy Legend
Wait.
2.
New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Any percentage while playing piano?
Apparently.
Wait, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Any percentage while playing piano.
All romance Fallout New Vegas. I love it.
I'm trying to Google this, and this is not...
Probably best to Google the runner.
Possible. All right, let's see.
Funkapotamus Wes. He apparently plays the piano.
I hate autoplaying.
I think he uses the piano as his controller.
What? Oh my goodness.
I'm watching this. Okay. Oh. Okay. So he has other controllers. He's not controlling it with the piano. But like for Mario Kart, he's tilting his head back and forth. And that's getting interpreted and sent as a controller signal. So yeah, his recent broadcasts are all practice for GDQ. So yeah, Mario Brothers Wii, any percent while playing the piano.
Oh jeez. I just looked up just curious because we've been playing Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah.
Speed run, full game, any percentage, 3 hours.
That's a long game.
Yes, because you have to, I'm just curious, all right, what's the 100%? 100%, 9 hours, 45 minutes, and 45 seconds for 100%. Only one person's done it. So now I know what I need to do.
Andy, what I need you to do.
Take literally a day off.
And just run through. Super Metroid is the like last published thing again, because they love to end with that. And it is a map randomizer race.
But it's randomized.
Well, you give all 4 players the same seed.
Okay.
So they're racing on the same map.
But they don't know where anything is.
They don't know where anything is. And if it's a map randomizer, my guess is the rooms connect different. Because, like, a randomizer is the items are moved, but where the items are still in the same spot. It's just the item that's there is different. A map randomizer, the map itself has been rearranged every time. Wow. It's very possible to get caught in places you can't escape. Learning how to manage these kinds of risks is one of the unique challenges of this randomizer. Damn.
Right. Anything else on this topic list, Dave?
Nah.
Okay.
Gmail aliases?
Yes. So Apple has this hide my email feature, right?
Okay. I'm not familiar with it, but okay.
Well, it basically will create an alias, and they're calling it shielded email for the Google version. But so you can basically generate a virtual email to give out, so you don't actually give out your actual email.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I guess Apple's been doing this. But yeah, it's showing up in the background in the Chrome and in the Android version, which I just found out after upgrading my Android or my Pixel 6 to Android 15 That is the last version of Android on this phone.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
What phone do you have?
Pixel 6.
Okay, I have a Pixel 7.
Yes,
I'll probably
Pixel
get one more version.
No, Pixel 7, I do believe, gets more versions than the Pixel 6 will get.
Yeah. Well, I meant one more version after this version.
Google isn't promising any new Android updates even for the Pixel 7 Pro after 2025.
So one more version.
Yes. I swear it was the later versions where they said you're going to get more versions of Android, or they're going to update more versions of Android, but it might be with the 8 then. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I just found out though that, I'm done after 15 on this phone.
Yep.
So
time for a new phone.
Yep. All right. Randoms. Well, so Isaac likes Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So not sure exactly how he got started, but somehow he got Pokemon cards originally.
They just appeared.
Yes, basically, which is funny because it's not the only person I've talked to that, liked Pokemon. And basically, I talked to the parents and they're like, yeah, they just showed up one day with Pokemon cards. I'm just like, what is this?
Where do they come from?
Yeah, I guess kids at school or kids on the bus.
Yeah,
they get the cards, and then so Pokemon cards was how Isaac got into Pokemon, and have been trying to do Pokemon Go and the classic Pokemon games, but he's always liked the cards. And so when I heard about Pokemon Pocket, I was like, yes, Pokemon the card game Pocket, not to be confused with Pokemon the card game Live. The thing I liked about Pocket is that you get a free pack every 12 hours. So Isaac, who, was all about the cards and was all about getting packs, which, packs aren't cheap.
They are not cheap. They are the opposite of cheap.
Yes. Heck, even the packs, like the bundles that you can get at like Sam's Club and Costco
are not cheap.
No, but they're cheaper, but they're still not cheap.
Yep.
No, he was still all about the cards. I'm like, well, let's try this one out. So yes, it's Pokemon TCG in an app, but not as robust as Live, I would say. It's definitely streamlined, and you get a free pack every 12 hours, which is perfect. I set it up on my other phone, and then just, I give it to Isaac, and he gets all excited. He can
open the packs.
He can open the packs and get the cards, and he's already gotten way more better cards than I have.
Okay.
The number of EXs that he's gotten outnumbers me by, I think, 4 or 5 now.
I've gotten a few EX cards.
Yeah.
Literally just got a Marowak as you and I are talking.
Yeah, he just pulled a Pikachu EX.
Nice.
This night, and I'm sitting there going like, damn it, now he can actually build one of the good decks, because there's still the card collecting and everything, and there's the whole, social aspect of it, but you can also battle people in the game.
I mean, it is Pokemon the card game.
Yes.
Like, that's kind of the point, is to play the game.
Yes. Well, with
that's
Isaac,
why you collect the cards.
Isaac just likes collecting all the cards. Like, we have Pokemon handbooks. The Super Duper Extra Deluxe handbook, I think now, is the latest one.
Okay.
Because there was the Super Extra Deluxe handbook, and then now, after Gen 9 came out, then it became the Super Duper Extra Deluxe handbook. Yeah, I know.
Is the next one the Super D-Duper?
I don't know. That's what we'll have to find out whenever Gen 10 comes out, but they're going to call the next handbook. So it's the actual card game in there. Well, it's not the actual card game, because the actual card game decks are like 60 cards.
It's real close to the actual card game.
It's 20 cards.
Yeah, 20 cards, and you get energy every turn.
Yes, you get energy every turn, so you don't have to put it in your deck. You get a max of 2 of each Pokemon. Well, 2 of each card, I think. Yeah. And he's slowly understanding the battle. He's only doing the battles just so he can get hourglass timers. Yeah. Because you get a free pack every 12 hours, but you earn hourglass timers, which you can use to reduce that 12-hour time limit. So he's finally realizing that, wait a second, if I battle, the computer,
you can earn more.
You can earn more and then get more packs.
Yeah.
So he's starting to figure that out. Some of his decks are not good at all.
I don't know what is a good deck.
I've been watching a lot of videos, and my first problem was the fact that I was putting too many Pokemon in my Pokemon decks.
Yeah.
So, you still only draw one card. So I wasn't getting, the right evolutions to get to the better and better cards. So I've been trying to slim that down, just give myself 2 or 3 main paths. So hopefully I can draw into one of those 3.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I like it because I haven't spent any money on it, and Isaac is super happy about the cards that he's getting. There's lots of good artwork in there, lots of variety, and he's actually learning how to play the game. I'm learning how to play the game too. It's one of those things where it's like, I keep on trying to ask Isaac, like, well, do you want to actually learn how to play the game? Because, me personally wants to learn how to play the game.
Right.
But he's like, no, I'm okay just collecting. And he's fine with it. And, I can see where, if you really want to get the cards, you could actually spend real money in this. But so far I haven't needed to, because it's still in its infancy. So, you're still getting the random pulls. But I do like the fact that you get pack points for cards that you pull that you've already have.
And you can spend those to get other cards.
Yes, you can spend those to get cards that you actually want and need. So it's not purely, there is it's chance, but it's not like pure chance.
Right.
So I like it. It's Android and iOS.
It's cute.
Yep. I currently am now up to...
It's well done.
Yes. I'm up to 13 friends just because anytime I battle anybody or wonder pick, I just send a friend request because 99 friends. Like, as soon as I get to that limit, I'll start paring down. But if you're going to give me a limit of 99, I'm going to...
You're going to go up to that limit.
I'm going to go up to that limit as much as possible.
Because then you get all the thankses.
Mm-hmm. So yes, if you've got somebody who likes Pokemon and hasn't already gotten this, I would suggest to get it for them. Because it's all the fun of Pokemon without having to spend money so far. We'll see how the trading happens, and we'll see once more bonus packs arrive.
Once trading happens.
Yes. Because they've got to nail trading right.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, there's going to be a whole secondary market around this game.
Yeah, but I mean, Go had the same issue.
That's true.
And I think they did a good job with that.
Yeah, with the Stardust.
It randomizes the stats, right?
Yep.
That's the important part of trading was the stats.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it randomizes the stats really shapes things out.
But you can't really randomize the stats on the card.
Right. So how do you stop the secondary market?
I don't know.
Me either.
But it's the thing is, I don't really have to deal with the rest of the world at the moment. It's just, me playing the computer AI for the Lapras EX, which I finally got one of those. Jeez. Isaac has 4 of them.
Jesus.
He doesn't have the Clefairy yet, though, so I'm still trying to play.
I don't have either.
Yeah, he's got 4 out of the 5 promo cards. He's missing the 1, and he's like, what do I do? And I'm like, well, you got to keep playing, but he doesn't have a good enough deck built to play the expert level one, so he's still missing those card packs. So it's the whole thing, but he's excited about it. I'm glad that he's glad. So
yeah.
Pokemon Pocket works out really well.
It's cute.
And if you need my friend code,
we'll put it in the description.
Sure, we'll throw it on the topic list here.
Sure.
So
add my friend code.
You can add your friend code too if you want.
Okay. I can't get into the game right now. I'm getting an error screen.
Oh.
Okay. I might be able to get my friend code now.
Well, you can always just add it to the spreadsheet here whenever.
Yeah, here it is. I got it.
All right. So while Dave's doing
That's
that,
my friend code.
That was very quick.
I can type quickly.
Yes, I know. You can type way faster than I can.
It's almost like part of my job is typing at a computer.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of the day.
Mm-hmm. All right. Random topic time.
Yes.
Rolled ahead of time. How would you react to your siblings swapping spouses with each other?
Confusion.
Very.
That's how I would react.
Because
very, very confused.
Only one of my siblings is married.
That's also true.
So, how do you swap spouses with somebody who's not married?
I don't know.
Unless it's like my sibling swapping with Kate's sibling, because that would also be weird.
They're all siblings. Yeah, they're your siblings at this point. But like my brother and my sister, like I have one of each. They are both heterosexual, so like
that would be confusing.
I'd be so thoroughly confused.
Yeah. How would you react? Confusion.
Thorough and utter confusion. I don't like this question. Like, is the question trying to ask, like, how do you feel about swinging? Or, like, that's a very different question.
But, yeah, I've only got one married sibling, so that's, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah. Or do they mean, like, your siblings and my siblings?
Also, confusion.
Also confusion. Like, yeah, from what I know about your siblings, like, very different, ideals.
Confucius is... I'm just trying to find a Confucius quote right now.
Why?
I don't know, because...
Okay.
Confusion.
But Confucius has nothing to do with confusion.
I know.
Okay, and with that...
That's a wrap. This has been another episode of the Random Access Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, suggestions, remarks, reviews, rebukes, retorts, or just rants, feel free to contact us. You can find us on Twitter at RAPodcast, or send us an email at mail@rapodcast.net. Thank you for listening.